My beloved, I know you are busy and have a lot of things ongoing in your mind and life, but I desire you to spend your precious time in my presence and by listening to my words. This is not good that sometimes you think to skip me. I know sometimes you don't ignore me intentionally, but when you do, you don't just lose a chance to be blessed with my words, but you also give the devil a foothold to influence your mind and life. I am not far from you. I am never far. Even when your heart is distracted, even when your thoughts are tangled and heavy, I am still near, closer than your breath. You are never outside the reach of my hand. My longing is for you, not because I am incomplete without you, but because I created you to walk with me. It brings joy to my heart to see you turn your face toward mine, even for a moment, even through tears, even through weariness. You have not been forgotten. I see the moments when you cry in silence, the tears that you quickly wipe away so no one sees. I count each one and hold them close, for they matter to me. I see the burdens you carry and the ones you try to hide. You do not need to impress me. You do not need to come perfect or composed. Come as you are, even when your soul feels dull or distant. I will meet you there. When you prioritize everything else and leave me for last, your heart begins to drift into spaces that do not satisfy. You may not feel it right away, but soon, anxiety grows, restlessness takes root, peace becomes fleeting. That's not what I desire for you. I am your peace, and in me your soul finds its true home. Your spirit thrives in my presence, even when your body is weary. My words are life, not mere comfort or advice, but living water flowing into the dry places within you. Every time you turn your heart toward me, even in the smallest whisper, I pour myself into you. You are not sustained by effort alone. You are sustained by communion with me. Without me you will still function, but you won't flourish. You were made for more than mere survival. There is an intimacy I long to have with you, not once a week, not only in crisis, but daily, moment by moment. I want to walk with you in your thoughts, sit with you in your stillness, strengthen you in your battles, and celebrate with you in your joys. I want you to speak to me not out of obligation, but because you know I'm your safest place, your wisest friend, your truest love. I see when your mind is full of tasks and worries, when your day begins and ends with to-do lists and unfinished goals. But in the midst of it I gently whisper, be still, be with me. You don't need to stop your life to find me. I am already where you are. Invite me into your day, not as a visitor, but as the very center. Let me walk with you through meetings, meals, errands, and quiet hours. I will give you wisdom for decisions, patience for interruptions, strength for exhaustion, and love that overflows. My child, you run so fast sometimes, chasing dreams, trying to be enough, trying to keep up. But I never asked you to run alone. I never told you to strive apart from me. If you would let me, I would carry you through the storm, not just calm it. I would teach you how to breathe again, how to see again, not through the lens of fear, but through the eyes of faith. Your identity is not found in your success or failures, but in me. You are mine. When the enemy lies to you saying you are too far, too broken, too distracted to be loved, remember my truth. I do not love you less when you are weak. I do not draw back when you fall. My love does not fluctuate with your behavior. It is constant, unshakable. anchored it in eternity. I chose you long before you chose me. I knit you together with intention. I wrote your days with care. I placed a calling on your life that the world did not give and cannot take away. Do not think that your voice is too small to be heard. When you speak to me, even in a whisper, I listen with the full attention of heaven. You are not a burden to me. I never grow tired of your prayers. I never get bored of your thoughts. I delight when you open your heart to me. And when you can't find the words, your silence speaks, and I understand. There are gifts I want to pour into your life, but they require space in your heart space that can only come when you are with me. I will not force myself upon you. I wait. I invite. I call. But the door of your heart is open from the inside. Every moment you choose me, you make room for heaven to touch earth through you. Every time you draw near, I come even closer. This is the mystery of love. I long for your nearness, though I already have all. Let me be your first thought in the morning and your last before sleep. Let my presence wrap around your mind like a warm covering. Let my words be the food your spirit feeds on, not just a snack for moments of crisis. Let me be the melody in your routine, the silence in your chaos, the peace that carries you when strength runs out. I have so much to say to you, not to overwhelm, but to awaken. I want to tell you about your worth, about the things I see in you that you have forgotten. I want to restore dreams that you buried because of fear. I want to show you how I can use even the pain in your life for glory. Nothing is wasted in my hands. What the enemy meant for harm, I will use to strengthen you. What was meant to break you, I will use to build you. I redeem it all. You ask for direction, and I am ready to guide. But will you be still long enough to hear? Will you trust that I am not only good in theory, but good in action, good in timing, good in purpose? Sometimes I withhold because I want to prepare you. Sometimes I delay because I am aligning things beyond your view. But I never forget. I never ignore. I always answer, though not always in the way you expect. There is a stillness in me that the world cannot offer. There is a joy that is not dependent on circumstance, and a hope that defies logic. This is what I offer when you come to me. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to fix yourself first. Just come. Just sit. Let me fill you. Beloved, I see the moments when you resist my pull, not because you hate me, but because you feel unworthy, or you're tired or distracted. I understand, but let me remind you, you don't need to perform for me. What doing? I already know you. I already see the parts of you that you hide from others. And still I choose you. I love you not for what you do, but because of who you are to me, my child, my beloved, my image bearer. When you think of me as distant, stern, or disappointed, you forget who I am. I am merciful. I am patient. I am gentle and kind. Yes, I am holy, but I am also full of compassion. I am not surprised by your struggles. I don't flinch at your failures. I knew you would fall, and I chose you anyway. I knew you would wander, and still, I sent my Son to find you. Let me remind you of the cross, not to burden you, but to anchor you. It is the unshakable proof of my love. When you doubt, look there. When you feel unworthy, look there. When you forget who you are, remember what I gave to bring you back. that love does not fade. It remains, and nothing you do can separate you from it. Back to me. Not because I demand, but because your soul longs for me even when you don't realize it. Your heart was made to worship, and when it doesn't worship me, it will worship something else. The world offers glittering promises that do not last. They will leave you empty. I offer what satisfies, what heals, what endures. Come and taste again. Come and see that I am good. You are not too late. You have not missed your moment. As long as you breathe, I am calling you deeper. As long as your heart beats, I have purpose for you. Even now, I am planting seeds that will bear fruit in due season. Do not rush what I am growing in you. Do not compare your journey to others. I am not asking you to be like them. I am asking you to be with me. My beloved, listen closely, for I speak not to condemn, but to awaken. I see those who have turned away, those who once felt the warmth of my presence, those who once knew my voice and followed my calling, but who chose another path. I see the ones who silenced my whispers, who traded my truth for temporary pleasures, who delayed their response to my invitation, thinking they had time. I see them now suffering. And my heart aches is not because I delight in their pain, but because I never intended for them to walk this road alone. They were called. Yes, many were called, some in dreams, some in silence, some through the counsel of others, and some through the fire of conviction deep in their hearts. But they hesitated. They reasoned. They feared. They said, "Not now," and the now became never. The world distracted them. Pride hardened them. Their wounds discouraged them. And so they drifted, further and further from the voice that once stirred their soul. They chased things that sparkled for a moment, but dimmed with time. They pursued the applause of others, but it left them empty. They sought comfort in what was visible, and now they find themselves surrounded by noise, yet alone in spirit. Their hearts are heavy, their minds are weary, their souls are starved, and though they may not always speak of it, they regret. They regret the silence, the delay, the decisions made apart from me. They wonder how different life might have been had they answered my call when I first whispered. But I say this to you, child, regret does not have the final word. I am the God who restores. I am the one who redeems the years the locusts have eaten. You may have turned away, but I have not turned away from you. I still call. I still wait. I still desire your heart. Even now, your suffering can become the soil for something new, if you will return to me not out of shame, but out of hope. You are not disqualified. Your story is not over. The cracks in your life are not signs of failure, they are entry points for my light. Yes, you ignored me before. Yes, you closed your ears and followed your own understanding. But even then I watched over you. Even then my mercy shielded you from greater harm. Even then I was preparing a way back. Do not think it is too late. Do not believe the lie that your chance is past. As long as you live and breathe, my calling remains. The gifts I placed within you, the dreams I whispered into your spirit are not forgotten. They may be buried beneath fear or disappointment, but I can revive them. I can restore what was lost. I can breathe life into dry bones. But you must come to me. You must surrender not partially, not occasionally, but fully. Look at the pain that surrounds those who ran from my voice. Look at the confusion, the disorder, the inner turmoil. These are not punishments, they are consequences of a life disconnected from the source. I am the vine. Without me, you can do nothing of lasting worth. With me, even your pain can produce beauty. Do not envy those who seem to prosper without me. Their wealth, their status, their pleasure is fleeting. It is a vapor. What is unseen matters more than what is seen. The soul that is starved will eventually cry out, no matter how much the body is indulged. What good is it to gain the whole world and lose your soul? What joy is there in comfort if it costs you my presence? I speak now to those who are struggling with regret. I see your tears at night. I know you wonder if I would still want you after all you've done. Hear me, I still want you. I still love you. My love was never based on your perfection. It was never tied to your performance. My love is rooted in who I am, and I do not change. Your choices have brought you pain, but your pain can become a pathway back to me. Do not waste it. Let it lead you to repentance. Let it humble you, not destroy you. Let it teach you that nothing apart from me satisfies. I will not waste your sorrow. I will turn your mourning into dancing if you will return. Many suffer now because they thought they could build their lives without me. They thought they could take pieces of my word and leave the rest. They used my name but ignored my voice. They praised me with their lips, but their hearts were far from me. And now they wander exhausted, confused, searching for what they once had with me but did not protect. Do not be like them. Do not let years pass before you awaken. Do not let your calling rot in the soil of apathy. I gave you breath for a purpose. I gave you gifts not to be buried in fear, but to be used for glory. You were made to walk with me daily, not just in crisis, not just when all else fails, but always. Make me your dwelling place, not your weekend visit, not your last resort, your home. I desire to be the center of your life, not an accessory. I want to walk with you in every detail. Talk to me not only in emergencies, but in the stillness. Listen for me not just in sermons, but in the quiet spaces of your soul. I am speaking. I have always been speaking, but so few have made room to listen. Do not say you have no time. Time is not the issue, priority is. You make time for what you value. You wake up early for what matters. You stay up late for what excites you. You cancel plans for what you treasure. Will you do the same for me? Give me your time not out of duty, but out of love. Not to earn my favor, but to enjoy it. Even just a few minutes each day, if they are real, if they are surrendered, will change you. I do not measure your devotion by duration, but by depth. Even 5 minutes of genuine communion with me can soften a hardened heart, can reroute a wandering mind, can rekindle a dying flame. Make it a habit, not a checklist, but a rhythm, like breathing, like eating. Let my presence be the nourishment your spirit never skips. You eat daily to sustain your body, so feed your soul. Come to me with your questions, your hurts, your hopes. Let me be the first voice you hear and the last one you consider. If you start your day with me, you will see differently. You will respond instead of react. You will walk in peace instead of pressure. You will be anchored when the winds rise. You will know who you are because you will know whose you are. If you end your day with me, you will sleep in peace, not in anxiety. You will rest not because everything is resolved, but because you trust the one who holds tomorrow. Do not underestimate what I can do in a few moments of surrender. I created the universe in days. I parted seas. I calmed storms with a word. What could I do in you if you made space for me daily? This habit will not always be easy. The enemy will resist it. Distractions will crowd in. Your own thoughts will wander. But persist. The fruit will grow slowly, but steadily. Our roots will form deep below the surface. And when the storms of life come, and they will come, you will not be shaken. Because you built your life not on sand, but on the rock of my word. Many are now rebuilding lives shattered by choices made apart from me. Lord, learn from them. You do not need to fall to understand grace. You do not need to lose everything before you value what truly matters. Let wisdom speak louder than regret. Let the stories of others be signs that point you to me. I stand at the door and knock. Open to me. I will come in. I will dine with you. I will restore what was broken. I will make new what was lost. I will renew what was weary. All I ask is that you give me room. Make room for me, even in the busiest of days. Make me a habit, and I will become your joy. I will walk with you, speak to you, lead you, and carry you. You will know peace the world cannot give, and joy the world cannot steal. Beloved, the time is now. Come, and come again tomorrow, and the next day. Make it a rhythm, not a rule, a delight, not a duty. I am here. I always have been, and I always will be. Return to me, daily. Daily, faithfully, even in weakness. I will meet you there, and you will never be the same. Amen.